Okay, Mr. Jones, go ahead.
Yes. All right. Yes. You had a couple of questions, I think.
Well, I did, yes. So my name's KevinJJohnston. I've been representing now for about 2.5 months. So what
Oh, okay.
Andy just shot me over this letter, didn't understand it, and asked me to give you a call. So I wanted to give you a call on this issue here and just get to the bottom of what this is and what we can do. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so would it be... only issue is, I guess since you're just new to them, they don't have you added on the account, like as an authorized rep. So I can't give you a ton of information unless if he could give me a call and authorize me to speak with you.
He is on a fishing expedition. He's on a fishing expedition, but I can contact his significant other and I can have her resend the faxes to you. If you've got a direct fax line, we certainly can get that over to you directly, right away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that. Grab that. It'll be just like an e-fax. Bear with me 1 second.
Absolutely.
I have to grab that. I don't have the fax number. It's not something I use super frequently. I just have to look it up. And would you be able to get yourself set up on Rep a Client?
I will be able to get the fax over to you right away. There's not much I can do right now because I myself am also on the road for the next week. But I'm still taking phone calls. I'm just doing it in hotel rooms.
Sure. Okay.
And I know that you don't normally take email, but you're in a different department. Is it possible for us to email it over to you?
They don't let us use email, but you can submit documents through my business account or Rep a Client.
I wish I had access to that. I really don't.
You don't? Okay.
No.
If that fails, we could always do it by through the e-fax. Anyway, so yeah, let's start with that. If you can get that authorization over to me, so if you can put it to my attention.
Yep.
So trust exam.
I've got yes.
Yeah, put that on there too, just to make sure it gets to me. And then I got the number here when you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay, it's
Okay, so if I get that to you within the hour, will we be able to talk later today?
I don't know if it'll make it to me that quickly.
Could I book a firm time with you tomorrow then? Would that be possible?
Yeah, we could probably do that. Yeah. Let's see.
And I take it you're in Hamilton right now. Is that true?
No, I work out on the road, right? Like I go out to different businesses, so I'm out on the road every day. But so I'm out all morning, but we could try and.
Well, would you say, because we're talking now, I'm just wondering, would you say that there's anything of severe consequence that we need to discuss here?
Yeah. So essentially, I'm looking to reconcile the payroll account.
Okay, so I have a copy of the letter that you sent here where it says, this letter is to inform you that you'll be attending the place of business on October 3rd at 10 a.m. to examine payroll books and records. So the first question that I have as his legal agent would be do you have a court order for this?
Court order? No.
You don't? Okay. I find it just unusual. The verbiage of this letter is unusual in that you're essentially making a command that you're going to someone's home and you're going to walk in the door and examine payroll books and records. That's how I interpret this. Maybe you could tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Well, I don't barge down the door or anything. And it's whatever business address is provided by the company.
Okay. And
so, yeah, if the business, and that is something that's happening a lot more now because commercial rent is pretty expensive. There are a lot of people operating from their home, and by all means, if the individual wants to meet somewhere else at their accountant's office, yeah, it's totally fine.
Okay, so you are an auditor.
And the option to do it electronically is always there as well.
Okay, all right. So you're an auditor, is what you're saying.
Yep.
All right, and you're
payroll.
Yeah, so you're wanting to see examination. You said you wanted to have records from the period January 1 of 2024 to August 31st, 2024, and you list quite a bit here. Let's go through some of them. Payroll journals that show salaries, wages, taxable benefits, and commissions for each pay period and each employee, including deductions for income tax, Canada Pension Plan contributions, and employment insurance premiums. You also want to see bank statements and canceled checks and monthly summaries showing the total income tax deduction, CPP contributions, and employment insurance premiums. But I'm just wondering, did you do any research on
it might not all be applicable in this situation.
So it's just kind of a blanket letter that you send. You don't actually know what you're looking for.
There can be unique situations, like if there's only one employee, for instance, right?
Okay. And I've read also... Go ahead.
Sorry?
No, you were making a point. Finish up. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay, so the second paragraph here says, the Income Tax Act, Canada Pension Plan, Employment Insurance Act, and the Excise Tax Act state that you must keep books and records that an officer of the Canada Revenue Agency may examine. Which part of the act are you quoting on that one, just out of curiosity? Because there's no chapters and there's no clauses listed on this letter.
Yeah, I'd have to get back to you on that. But
well, that'd be fine. You certainly can.
If you don't, if you don't necessarily, if you don't want to cooperate, that's also an option too, right?
Right. Well, we want to understand.
And that's fine.
Mr. Jones, like the big thing here is you're an auditor for the CRA. All we want to do is understand fully what job you have to do, which obviously this letter states. But the other thing that I need to tell my client and inform them properly is what rights that you actually have to any of this information. And of course, what rights my client has. So I would just like to get clarification.
You can refuse. You can refuse. It's fine.
Okay, so you're allowed to legally refuse an audit?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Refuse. Okay,
question then, what happens if someone does? Because my client seems to think there's jail time attributed to that.
Oh, no. No jail time.
Okay, so there's no jail time at all if you don't cooperate with an auditor of the CRA.
No.
Out of curiosity, do auditors for the CRA have any powers of arrest or detention?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That should...
It's really pretty straightforward. Yeah, if you want to refuse, that's...
Okay, that's fine. So in reference to someone refusing an audit, what happens next? Out of curiosity.
We just have to go based on the information that we have.
Which in some cases, I suppose, would be nothing or something. Is that pretty much it?
You can, if there's nothing, we could do estimated assessments, or in other cases, if there's been T4s filed, it would just be based on that.
Okay, so it's only based on what the person has told you in the past. Beyond that, you take a guess. Is that pretty much correct? If there's T4s filed, then yes,
it wouldn't really be a guess, right? It would just be based on the T4s.
Yeah. Thing is, though, there's a scam going on, Mr. Jones. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this scam, but people who are trying to mess with each other, they're literally filling out T4s and putting down just monumentally large amounts of money on these T4s. And the CRA is actually assessing people on fake T4s. So what happens in that instance? How does somebody get the T4 erased if it's invalid?
You could certainly put a request in for that. You could request a review through business window, I guess would be the way to do that.
Okay, so is it an objection or is it just a request for a review?
If there was an assessment raised based on the T4s, you'd file an objection, and then you also want to put a request in to have those T4s deleted if they're invalid.
I see. Okay. Now, is there a quicker way to get a T4 invalidated? And the only reason being is actually I've got another client whose ex-wife did that to him. Put him down at $900,000 of earnings, and he's getting taxed on that. And of course, it's completely fake. So, is there a faster way to get that done?
like if you call business window, that's what I would recommend, and see what they say. Depending on the amount of the T4, someone might need to review it. So
Okay.
It can be a case by case.
Okay, that's fully understood. Fully understood.
Okay.
Next thing then would be if somebody refuses to work with an auditor, you're saying that the worst penalty is going to be an assessment, which can then be appealed. Is that the worst penalty, or is there anything else to be concerned about?
An assessment would be raised based on the filed information, and then you could appeal it for sure.
So, I'm not laughing at you because I know you're just doing your job, but why do we have auditors if there's just going to be an assessment made anyway? I know it's a philosophical question, but it's kind of scratching at the back of my head here.
Yeah, well, you need to look at, there's certain things you need to look at. Like, not every situation is that straightforward. Like, this situation here might be more straightforward than others.
Okay. Well, for my client, just so you do know, it's very, very straightforward. He hired me not only to represent, but to fix his taxes. And there isn't much there because we are in a situation where there's actually no employees because there are no clients. So we're going to wrap everything up for you as quickly as we possibly can and send that off to you. So I'm wondering, is there any specific paperwork that you'd like me to send to you to solidify what we've just talked about here?
Yeah, if you can get me that authorization, then I can just tell you exactly what I need, and it really is pretty straightforward in this situation.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I would love to. I'll get that over to you today. Could we book a time for tomorrow? Would that be possible?
Yeah, hopefully, as long as it gets to me, we can plan to talk around 2 tomorrow, if that works for you.
Okay, yeah. I'm in the central time zone, so I'm 1 hour behind. I'm free after 1:30 p.m. Central Time, which is 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, let's try for 2:30, if that's okay with you. For 2:30 Eastern, you mean?
Yes, that'll do just fine.
Yep.
Okay, so
as long as I have that authorization.
no problem, Mr. Jones. And the
Oh,
phone number
exactly.
that's on the piece of paper here, that's your cell phone, is that correct?
It's my direct line, yep.
That's your direct line. Okay, that is absolutely fantastic news. I'm looking forward to our next conversation.
Okay, thanks, Kevin.
No worries. Take care. Have a great day. Bye now.